Some of my clients have the attitude that rather than complying with privacy, they will wait until it becomes a problem and address the problem then. These few clients of mine really have a narrow vision of what privacy means and how to implement it. I always use the analogy of going to the doctor. When it comes to personal health, we always use a combination of prevention and cure. We take vitamins, we eat properly, and we try to exercise as much as possible. These are all preventative measures from becoming ill. Some people take vitamins, others do meditation. But all of us go to the doctor for regular checkups, I hope, and we also, when we fall ill, go to the doctor for some preventative medicine. So prevention and cure are both part of a healthy person's approach to personal health. Similarly, privacy has those two components. We may not be able to prevent illnesses in our personal lives, but we are able to do preventative action around that. For example, we may have medical aid or medical insurance. We may have sick leave days from work because we anticipate that we will be ill and we've created circumstances around which we can work. Similarly, in terms of privacy, we need to have a plan for if the eventuality of data privacy breach occurs, what will we do? And have we allocated the right type of resources and accommodated the scenario sufficiently to be able to assure our customers or our staff that we've done the right thing? So privacy requires us to make sure that we comply with the legislation and take preventative action, but also once the illness or breach occurs, that we can take some curative behaviors as well. In 2008, Deutsche Telekom had a data privacy breach, and they've managed and handled that so well that they've decided they would not make that error again and have made data privacy a competitive element of the Deutsche Telekom brand. Trust is now a key feature of their interaction with their customers, and they are regularly rated very highly in terms of a trust brand. So preventing and curing can also allow you to turn what would seem to be a breach and a poor situation with your customers into something positive. However, if your attitude towards your illness is poor, then certainly your approach to getting a cure will be poor as well. So to have a poor attitude towards complying with privacy will probably mean that when privacy breach occurs, you will also have a poor attitude and your relationship with your customers will, in most cases, be poor. So it's important to make sure that you have the right attitude towards the implementation of privacy within the organization. Taking preventative action, like in our personal lives, obviously must be within reason, and that's what the law states. You would need, however, a doctor with a lot of experience to know and understand what is going to be reasonable treatment, what will be reasonable precautions, and what medication and activities will be reasonable in order to deal with a cure. Many organizations overlook this element of prevention and cure and privacy. To sum up with a few points, as a member of a family, you would not encourage people in your family to hide their illnesses and not tell you. You would encourage them to speak out about what their illnesses are so that you can assist them to get treatment. Similarly, it's important as a business leader to make sure that you create the right environment for your employees to communicate with you around privacy breaches. The sooner you know, the sooner you can do something about it, and the less harm will occur both to your customers and yourself. In order to do this, you need to accept that there will be a privacy breach. You need to plan for that privacy breach. You need to educate and train your staff so that they know what signs and symptoms they must look for if a breach has occurred. One would also need to make sure that you have audits and assessments regularly done in your organization to make sure that you will both prevent and cure any problems that may occur afterwards. You also need to put privacy by design into all new product and innovation research to make sure that your preventative measures are in place. It's no use developing a product and trying to bolt privacy on afterwards.